Jackie Robinson once said, "A life is not important except in the impact it has on other lives," and he lived this quote out through his lifetime. Jackie Robinson not only changed the game of baseball, he changed the way Black Americans and white Americans interact with each other. I have grown up my entire life being influenced by the sport of baseball, and it is because of Jackie Robinson that some of the greatest players to ever live get to play in the same league as each other. This speech is to inform you of the life of Jackie Robinson and the forever changes he made to America's pastime, the game of baseball, as well as the United States in general. Jackie Robinson was the first Black American to play in an all-white organized baseball, and he was one of the first to become a business executive and political leader, and he participated in the Civil Rights Movement. On April 18th, 1946, the first opening day of organized baseball since the end of World War II, people were coming from all around to watch this colored American play organized baseball with nothing but white people. Jackie Robinson has affected your family and mine in the way we interact with people of the opposite color. According to the book, Baseball's Great Experiment by Jackie Robinson and His Legacy by Jules Teigel, there is a striking number of blacks in the crowd, probably attending their first baseball game ever, and the press box was so crowded that one could barely move around. 6 months had passed since Branch Rickey had hired Robinson to be the first Black American to play the game of baseball, organized. Everyone expected Robinson to take a long time to adjust to the pitching of the International League. In his first at-bat, he grounded to the shortstop, and in his second at-bat, there were 2 runners on, and he hit a ball 330 feet. In his second only ever at-bat in the International League, Jackie Robinson launched a home run that put his team up by 5 runs. Even Robinson's teammates that bragged about having to play with him jumped up to congratulate him. In his next at-bat, Robinson bunted for a hit. He then went on to steal second base, and he reached third on a fielder's choice. On the next pitch, Robinson took a very big lead off of third base, and when the ball was thrown back to the pitcher, he decided to do the unthinkable and steal home. According to BaseballReference.com, Robinson finished his career with 137 home runs, 197 stolen bases, and a batting average of .311, which is he gets on base 3 times out of 10. Jackie Robinson opened doors for Black Americans in the baseball world as well as the real world and the Civil Rights Movement. According to the book Jackie Robinson by Susan Maudie Darrage and Robinson's autobiography, after retiring from baseball, Robinson became a businessman for 7 years and then retired into politics. After baseball, Jackie took a job at Chock Full of Nuts as vice president. This chain of coffee shops was owned by William Black, and it was staffed by mostly Black Americans. Robinson worked here for 7 years before getting the opportunity of a lifetime, like he didn't have enough of those. The governor of New York, Nelson Rockefeller, asked Robinson to be one of 6 national directors of the campaign for his presidency. Just like his backing for Nixon, Robinson was one of the few Black Americans to back a Republican. Nixon had won his presidency with much thanks to Robinson and for going around the country and speaking at rallies and stuff like that. Nelson Rockefeller was not so lucky, but the positive work that Robinson had already done towards the Civil Rights Movement had already made the impact. Robinson used his famous voice to show big influences to the Civil Rights Movement during his lifetime. Robinson started his lifetime of contribution to the Civil Rights Movement when he broke the color barrier in baseball. Of course, it wasn't easy, because it never was, but he stuck with it, and most of Robinson's team hated him strictly because of his color. After breaking one of the biggest color barriers there was, Robinson became the vice president of a flourishing company. Robinson was one of the very few successful colored men of his time, and when Robinson went into politics, he immediately helped the civil rights case when he backed Nixon's presidential campaign, because Nixon completely supported the Civil Rights Bill. Robinson spoke of his support for this Republican because he believed in it, and because people always went along with him because he was Jackie Robinson. Robinson impacted many different areas of America in his short lifetime. Robinson died of a heart attack at age 53. This speech was to inform you of all the awesome things that Jackie Robinson did in his short lifetime. Robinson broke the color barrier of baseball. He became a very successful businessman and politician, and he was one of the most influential people in the civil rights movement in just 53 short years. Without Jackie Robinson, or number 42, the world would be a different place today.